Hello there, I am David Icke, and today I want to show you a really easy way to outline a new short story. This is a little process that I've been developing for a while, and I'd like to show you how it works. And here's the gimmick. I don't know exactly the story I'm going to write, so I'm going to be making it up here right in front of you. So let's get started. What I have here is I have a random generator that I wrote that's going to give me a problem and a couple of elements, and I'm going to run with that and we'll see what happens. So our genre is a spy story, and we have the problem that our protagonist is threatened with the revelation of a secret transgression. And some of the elements, we have the arrival of an unexpected limo, VIP and security detail, and we have a man peddling secret papers for a price. So let's pull that over into my notes here. And let's get started. So the first thing that we need for a good short story is we need a desire. Someone desires something. And I said the protagonist, but this desire could be the antagonist, and the protagonist is trying to foil it. So we have someone who's threatened with the revelation of a secret transgression. So I think maybe our hero is a double agent somewhere in Eastern Europe, and he's been providing information about something about the government to the Brits, we'll say. And he doesn't want to be exposed. So our desire is to avoid exposure as a spy. So our character, he is a petty government bureaucrat in an Eastern European Soviet bloc country. Yeah, don't need to say it during the Cold War. I guess that's implied. The opposing force would be his country's foremost spy hunter. Okay, so maybe even we're going to go further, and he's not just wanting to avoid exposure, to escape before he's exposed. So they know that there's a spy. They don't know who it is, but they're really close on his tail. So we want to start with our end in mind. So we're going to go straight to the resolution first. And I like a happy ending myself. I think we have enough stories with sad endings. So I am not John Le Carre, so we're going to go with he reaches a safe house. In a neighboring country, so he has to cross the border. All right, so that's a resolution. Our hook is going to be when our hero learns that they're on his trail. So our hero learns that there's a spy in the department. He knows it's himself. From there, we're going to go to the midpoint. So the midpoint is the point in the story where our hero transitions from reacting to the hook. So he's going from reaction to action. Now he's going to be game proactive to try and solve his problem. So perhaps he's made his escape, and now he's going to try and get papers to escape. He doesn't have his papers to get across the border, so he needs to either obtain papers or forge them. So the midpoint, also it can be helpful for it to be a twist. So maybe he receives instructions from his handler. No, I think this is going to go earlier. So yeah, his instructions from his handler are going to be compromised. So the twist is he reaches the safe house in his own country to discover that it's been compromised. Okay, that's our midpoint. So now he realizes that he can't trust what his handlers tell him, and he's going to have to get out of this problem on his own. So from the midpoint, we'll go to the first twist, and I think that's going to be instructions from his handler. Get out, get to the safe house. Okay, from the first twist, we'll go to the big setback. This is sort of like a twist near the end, but the hero's going to take it in the neck really bad. Everything that he's accomplished seems to have been lost. All is lost, and the antagonist force is the one in power. So we have this spy hunter, who I should say we're going to have to introduce him. He's the spy hunter. Here's of his reputation. So the spy hunter has him cornered. And I'm not sure how to corner him exactly, so that's a detail that we can work out later. So the resolution is going to be he escapes across the border and reaches a safe house in the neighboring country. So, big setback, the spy hunter has him cornered somehow. We'll figure the rest out later. So our pinch point goes back, so after he's got instructions from his handler, now he has to get out of the building and escape to the safe house, evading the security forces that have the building surrounded. So they know he's in there, they just need to find him, and he has to get past them. And then we go to our pinch point number 2. He needs to find the man who can get him forged documents to cross the border. He's going to find the man on his own. So there's our man peddling secret papers. And for the big setback, I think that, or I guess in the resolution, he takes advantage of the sudden arrival of a VIP to make his escape. So there's our arrival of an unexpected limo and security detail. And there we have it. We have a story. It's pretty short on detail. This is not a detailed outline. This is more of a roadmap. You could take each of these sections and say you want a 6,000 word short story. So from hook to midpoint, that's 3,000 words. Maybe the hook is 1,500. The first pitch point is another 1,500 words. And so you know what needs to happen inside of that 1,500 words. Where, whatever your word target is, you can just divide it up into 4 equal parts: hook, pinch point, resolution. And then the twist, the midpoint, the setback are the transitions between those major sections. And that is how you outline a story. I have a little book that explains this whole process in great detail, and I'd love to have you take a look at it. So you can find the link to that down in the description down there. And please, if you enjoyed this, hit like, share, or subscribe. And I'm going to be trying this again, see how long I can keep it up. And so I will see you next time. Thanks.